What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash today, BCH USD. Shout out to the Dragon Riders in the House of the Dragon. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. It's the 18th day of January, and here we are at about $591 with 7 hours and 16 minutes left in the day. We are, I believe, ready to move up at any moment now, right? We can move down a little bit first. I don't believe that we go below this low. I very much believe that this low is the low and that we don't go below it. Now, if I'm wrong, and this is not the low, and we go below it, maybe we get a fake out, maybe we crash, whatever the circumstance is, maybe we just pump from here. But all paths will inevitably take us to new relative highs. I don't care how low we go, and I doubt that we go. I really sincerely do doubt that we go below this low. I think that that was it right there. We take this low here to a high, and you wicked below the 382, closed above it. It's pretty common behavior that you see when you're finding a low. Now, typically also whenever you find a low, you don't really linger. You typically like move up thereafter, right? We'll see if we can get that over the coming days. Let's look at the short-term stuff and see if that's what we're seeing in the charts or if we should be expecting some more downside. Again, anybody who watches these videos for like the first minute, you're probably missing out the actual conclusion a good bit of the time, because oftentimes I'll start off the video giving my thoughts, just what I'm seeing in the charts, what my expectations are overall, and oftentimes enough after going through the charts, that expectation can be changed, altered, or just completely different from what it was originally. So let's get into the short-term stuff. We'll zoom out from there and see, are we safe in assuming that this is the low? Looking at the 1 hour time frame here, there's not really a whole lot of volume. It's to be expected, right? We're at a low point and it's the weekend, so not a whole lot of volume there. I don't really know what to make out of this consolidation phase. It almost looks like you're in this kind of like channel down with some blemishes here and here, right? It looks like you want to break out to the upside, I would think. Looking at the indicators here, the RSI is very neutral with a kind of bearish tilt to it. You were getting oversold, now you're not. That's bullish in itself, but you're living below the 50 a good bit of the time. That's bearish. It's pretty neutral, but again, with a bearish tilt in it. You're moving sideways. You're not really doing much. I'm not really going to rely on the stochastics or the MACD to tell me anything here. I mean, if it says we're bearish, maybe we move down like $3. If it says we're bullish, maybe we move up like $3. So it's really not relevant. I don't care. 4 hour time frame here, probably not that helpful either, but still. Looking at this on the RSI, we do have lower lows and lower highs. We've interacted with the oversold zone, but what we're doing here, it doesn't give me a lot of confidence that we're going to bounce. It's also not condemning, telling me that we're going to go down. I'm not really confident in what I'm seeing here in the RSI. Overall, we're in a bearish posturing, so I suppose that would call for a move down. We can roll with that. Stochastics would agree with the move down, and the MACD being in a bearish posturing overall would also agree with that. So maybe some type of move down is warranted. That doesn't mean lower than this low. It could mean that, but at least something that's probably below, I would guess below like 587. We're at 591 now, so nothing too crazy. If we do go below this low, then there's a statistical probability, not possibility, but a likelihood that we would then go to $553 or lower. And Bitcoin Cash actually really does like its 0.5. What it likes to do is it'll go just below its 0.5 and find support there. It likes to do that. It really does like to do that. And it won't see its golden ratio. This kind of behavior is not common, but for Bitcoin Cash it is, for whatever reason. So, I mean, if we were to go down lower than this low, maybe 550 or somewhere thereabouts is an appropriate area to expect. But again, I'm not calling for that. I'm, if anything, calling for a move that'll drop like $3 to $5 from here, get a higher low, maybe you get a fake out low. There is a situation where you could see a slightly lower low, but if you get a quick dip down and a quick rip back up, that's how you know that we're not going to go lower than this point. We're not going to go down to 550 or lower. But I don't see that happening at this point. I think that we just move down a little bit between the end of today and maybe even tomorrow, and then Tuesday or tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, that's whenever we start to move up. I don't know. Sometime over the next few days. Looking at the daily time frame here, The RSI has cooled off a lot. We're back at the 40, an area that typically does find support. I don't like that we're pulling back here. I don't like that the last couple of days have been red and that we've stalled out here. Typically when we find support here, I mean, it's like this, right? You stalled out a little bit here, but you more or less moved up. Right? Stalled out, I guess, a little bit there, but more or less moved up. Just bounced immediately right there. Rejected from it immediately here, rejected from it immediately. I don't want to dilly-dally. I just want to see the move up happen. And if that does happen, again, we're expecting that to happen over the next 3 days, between tomorrow and Wednesday, somewhere in that kind of time frame. Maybe Tuesday is the day. Stochastics are reset. We're oversold. MACD is also reset back at the 0 here. I mean, I think that we're ready to move up. These stochastics and daily MACD readings are giving me a lot of confidence that we are at a low point. But with that being said, if we were to go down here, you know, in the grand context of this move from a high to a low, if we're calling for the low point here and we're getting those signals and we were off by just this much, you know, it's possible. It's possible. So just be open-minded. Again, I'm not calling for 550 or lower. I'm just open-minded to it. It's definitely a possibility that we could see in the charts here. I'm not seeing anything that's making me super confident that we don't see it. And I'm also not seeing anything that's telling me very confidently that we are going to see it. We're kind of in a wait-and-see phase. I'm sticking with the idea that this is the low and that we don't go below it. And I'm sticking with the idea that this next week and by the end of this month, we should be pumping above these highs here. But if that changes, I'll let you guys know. I make videos every single day on Bitcoin Cash. Well, I try to at least every single day. It depends. If things are more boring, maybe not, but things are pretty exciting right now. They've been very exciting for the past few months. I say they've been very exciting. We really haven't done too much, but we're just right on the edge of our seat with breaking out. That's why. MACD looks good. Stochastics look good. The RSI is struggling a little bit. 7 hours left in this day. I mean, if I had it my way, we'd pump back up enough by the end of today to leave a wick behind on this week. That way we're still building bullish momentum here on our MACD. I don't like that we're already staving off our bullish momentum here, but whatever. It's fine. It can happen. It's happened before and we've still recovered, right? It's not a problem. This actually, if I'm being honest, looking at this here, looking at it like this, with the MACD and the stochastics coming out of the overbought zone like this, technically they both are coming out of the overbought zone, this might express further consolidation for like another month, which would be weird. That goes against the whole narrative that I'm considering with Bitcoin Cash. I think this next month is going to be really exciting, not consolidative, but we'll see. We'll see, man. Worst case scenario is a good case scenario. The worst case scenario is we don't break out by the end of this month. We're not moving higher in February. We're moving down. We're consolidating. That's the worst case scenario. But then we get to buy Bitcoin Cash on the cheap. We get to stack more. It's not a problem because the breakout is going to happen. It's coming, man. If it's not coming, I'm going to be very sad because this is my largest position in crypto, and I'm not worried about it at all, right? It's just you never know the future. But this, if I ever do have worries, I just look at this chart like this, and those worries, they instantly evaporate because it's just it just seems inevitable at this point that we're going to go up to $2,000 and beyond. Very likely $3,000 and above. I'll see you on the next one. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll pay attention to some of this stuff. We'll see if there's any signals that we are going to consolidate more or that we're going to go lower. Again, I make videos every single day, so if I catch wind of a whiff that we're going to go to 550 or lower, I'll let you guys know. I'm just not there yet. I stand by it. I think we're finding support here. I think this will be our low. We're going to consolidate for the rest of the day, and then tomorrow or Wednesday or somewhere in between, we're going to be moving up. Yeah. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.